Well done everyone with the work you produced last week. It's really good to see some fantastic flowcharts. So we're going to take those a little stage further today. Now there's a couple of things you could use it to help you with this lesson. You don't have to use them, but if you do have a pack of cards, playing cards, it might be useful because we're going to learn how to do a magic trick and then create a flow diagram to represent that. So with a deck of cards, you're actually only going to need 21 of the cards, the first 21 cards. So I've just collected 21 here, and the rest of the cards I've just put away to worry about later. So here we go. Today's lesson. We're going to just have a look at the task. So again, we're looking at algorithms and writing flow diagrams, and I've already said that we're going to do a magic trick. Now I'm going to run through the magic trick first of all. So what I will show you is how it works, and then I'll go through and explain how to actually solve it. So what we need to do is, with our 21 cards, I'm going to get you to pick a card. Now for demonstration purposes, I'm going to guess, I'm going to know what the card is. I'm going to choose the Ace of Hearts. So I'm going to choose that as my magic one, but obviously I don't know what that is if I was doing the magic trick. So we need to remember the Ace of Hearts. Then what we can do is we can deal out our cards into 3 piles. So as we're dealing them out, we just deal them out randomly. Obviously I don't know what the card is, but as I'm doing this, the person who is the person to guess realizes that the Ace of Hearts is in this pile here. So we carry on, and after dealing out the 21 cards into 3 piles, we ask the person which pile the cards are in, and they indicate that they're in this one. So that's fine so far. We deal them out again and quickly deal them into 3 equal piles. This time it's there in the middle pile. We ask the person which pile it's in, they indicate it's in this pile. And once again, we deal out our cards. So as we're dealing them, there it is. And we ask the person which pile it's in. They again, this time say it's in this pile. So we put the cards together. And then face down, we can then reveal the card being this card here, to the audience's amazement. Now it's very simple how we perform this trick, and what I've got here is the instructions of how it actually happens. So we shuffle the cards, we deal out cards left to right in 3 piles of 7 cards face up, and the person tells you which picks a card, and they tell you which pile it's in. You then collect the cards up and repeat the deal. The player again tells you which pile the card is in, and then you repeat again, and then you reveal the card. Now the mathematics behind this is that you always put the pile of cards where the person has picked their card into the middle of the 3 piles, and then you repeat that 3 times, and then when you deal them out face down, it will be the 11th card. So after you've dealt 10 down face down, you can put the 11th one and turn it over, and it will be the card that the person has picked. So let's just hide the visualizer a second so you can see there. So if I just go back a stage, the instructions are here. You can look back over the video how to do this, but your task today and this week is to create a flow diagram to show this information and how this card works. So again, a few things I'm going to just show you on a bit of paper. If we look here, we have a reminder that our start and stop, the terminus, is this oval shape. And what we can have here is we can initialize a variable. And what I'm going to do in this one is I've got count equals 0. So at the start, 0 is a score. Count is 0. Remember our flow diagrams have the direction of flow with the arrows, and then I can deal cards. Now in my flow diagram here I can write a little bit more detail, deal cards into 3 piles. That's for you to do, and then the person is going to pick their pile. So pick their pile that has their card in it. Now the important bit here is after this has happened, we end up is the count that started off at 0 is now count equals count plus 1. So it starts off as 0. As it goes through here, it now becomes 1 because we've dealt the cards once. Now we can have does card equal 3, or does count equal 3? If it does, if it does, it goes on to do something, and that's where you're going to complete this flow diagram. If it doesn't, this goes back up to the deal cards. So I want you to use my example here. You can put your own instructions in, you can put your own information in, however you want to do this. You can carry on adding the rest of the information in, but you should be able to complete the flow diagram to include all that information that I've asked you to add in. So a little bit of luck, you can perform the magic trick. If you haven't got a set of cards, then don't worry, you can still look at the video here to write the flow diagram of what needs to be done. If you have got a set of cards, then by all means have a go, see if you can perform the magic trick and see if you can amaze the people that you live with. In the usual way, please add evidence to your e-portfolio and submit that to Mr. Dowse and to myself. Good luck and enjoy.